Fears. One of the worst things that could possibly happen. And today we are going to be talking about a certain fear that I just can't get over. Like, I've had it for over 5 years and I still can't get over it. I am 12 right now and I still can't get over it, even though I'm a middle schooler who just minds her own beeswax and doesn't like anybody talking to her, or else she would just punch them in the face. That's my life. But that's not what we're going to be talking about, punching people, because I'm the violent person at my school and everybody avoids me. Not really. But let's just do this certain fear. It's the fear of heights. Like I said, I've had that for over 5 years. Of course, I can't still get over it, considering that I couldn't even climb the jungle gym at my school. Just kidding, that's not even a thing. I wish there was, though. Speaking of gym, I have that class. Okay, so, so the first time I discovered my fear of heights was when I forgot. But there was this one time when I didn't even want to go up the escalator. Like, I just couldn't. I just couldn't go up the escalator because of how scared I was, because it was a high place. And yeah, it's a high place, obviously. But it's not as high as something else, which I'm going to be explaining shortly after the escalator scene. So, of course, this all started in the mall. That's where most escalators are. Now, of course, while we were walking, there was something up there that my stepmom needed to get. Obviously. So, instead of taking the stairs, it would be a whole lot easier, not for me, to take the escalator. I didn't follow. While everybody's going up, I just stayed down there, like, counting sheep in my mind, even though it wasn't nighttime. That's the only way for me, not really, to go to sleep. That was me. So, of course, when they were at the top, they saw that I haven't even started going down. I mean, up. I don't have a problem with going down. So, I was, like, just counting my fingers, like, one by one. One time I've counted 11 of my fingers. I have all my fingers, and I've go chop. Okay. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. So then my sister said, or yelled, because if she said, I probably wouldn't be able to hear her. She said, "Hey, sis, get up here. You're keeping us waiting." And I was like, "Hey, I'm trying my best not to go up there. I'll just take the stairs." Then my sister went down the escalator and grabbed me, and we went up. And I was like, "Hey, let me go before I smack you down." That's not what I did. Like I told you before, I'm the violent kid. Though that's a sudden lie, it can be true. And when we finally reached the top, it's like my heart was stopping while going up. I looked down and I screamed at the top of my lungs, and the people behind us were just looking like we were psychopaths, all by our lonesomes. But our family was right there just staring blankly like we're crazy. It's fine. This was before we had Elijah, though, which is my baby brother, obviously. Now, going down the escalator, I felt proud as a dog. Well, my dog certainly looks proud when it comes to eating things that she's not supposed to eat. Yeah. How many minutes have we already gone through? I just need to make sure. Already 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes. Now, okay, so that was the escalator thing. Now let's go to a treetop. That's not the next one that I was going to talk about before. I just want to go to the longest scene last. Climbing a tree. This was with Annabelle. By the way, if you guys don't know who Annabelle is, she's actually been in a couple of my videos. She's actually the reason why I started this channel. This whole thing was her idea. And I think I explained in a video that she's no longer going to be in the cast because she's moving houses. She never went to my school because, of course, she lives in Idaho and I live in Washington. I just happened to see her on the weekend. I should be glad that I'm friends with her on Roblox, and I have her phone number right in my contacts. So I could text her whatever I want, even at 3 a.m., which just happens to be the hour where the devils come out and play. Darn you, Satan. Anyways, back to the things that I was talking about. So my first time doing my nice muscles by climbing a tree. That did not go well. I fell on my butt like 5 times and then finally I made it, but then I realized how high it was and then I screamed and died. Just kidding. I should probably explain it like slower. So, of course, I was going to go play with Annabelle. And first of all, I had to knock on her door because I just don't barge in. I mean, I'm not a breaker in. That sounded better in my head. So, of course, when Annabelle answered it, the first thing she wanted to do was climb a tree. I didn't know how high it was until I realized that she looked high up because I had to look up at her. So, no, it's like she was born in the Matrix. She could, like, do anything with just her hands and her feet. I couldn't do anything with my hand and my feet except walk and pick up things. Light. So, of course, first of all, when I tried to climb it, I didn't even use my hands at first. I, tried walking up the tree. I'm not Naruto or any of the other characters that can walk up things. I don't have chakra in me. At least I hope so. I hope not. I don't. Okay, I can't even talk. Yeah. So, of course, I did eventually make it up there. And then I realized how high it was. It's like, yeah. Let me at least tell you guys what I was gonna do when I just was going up the tree. So when I was halfway up the tree, no, my Annabelle's literally at the very top of the tree. It was like over like 10 feet high. Yeah, that's me. And so then, this was in her front yard, by the way. And so then when I was halfway up there, I actually looked down while I was like not even on a branch. I was just climbing. I mean, I kept touching the branches. I was using my hand, so you guys should be glad. And then I screamed when I realized how high it was. And I actually almost fell until I grabbed the branch and I swung onto it. No, it's like I wasn't even near Annabelle. I was like this, looking up at her. Oh yeah, by the way, Annabelle does go by Bella, so in case you guys forgot. So of course, when I looked up at her, I was like this, girl, how? Were you born as a monkey? Once again, that sounded better in my head. Like born, raised by apes. Yeah. And so, of course, I did eventually make it all the way up to her. I looked down, screamed, died, boom, end of story. I'm actually a ghost. Just kidding. That was a joke. I actually did eventually make it to the top, but then I did look down. I didn't die because I'm still a human being. Just like any other person watching this. You guys saw nothing. So then I obviously did something. I actually fell halfway down and I actually cut myself like on each of my legs 3 times, which means I have 6 in all cuts. I even have a lot of scrapes on my hands, which was a little bloody. Annabelle raced to me. She actually jumped down like it was nothing. No, she had to grab a branch. She would have hurt herself really bad if she actually jumped all the way down a tree over 10 feet high. Yeah, I did keep swinging on the branches, which kind of cut myself because there were actually thorns on some of those branches. It was really sad. I'll be honest, this is probably the longest scene because of how much I'm explaining. Yeah, that was probably the longest scene. But let's go back to the water slide one. Now, this is with the water slide. You know, it's kind of a common fear when you're going up things in a water slide. Now, this one was at Silverwood. Yes, I've been to Silverwood like 4 or 3 times. 4 or 5 or 3 times, I don't know. Of course, we were with the family again. This was with my baby brother this time, but my family has nothing to do with it. All this scene has is me and my sister. So, of course, we were doing the lazy river, the wave pool, and then, that's when it happened. That is when the fun crap, not really, happens. Okay, so, the water slide. So my sister noticed the water slide. She said, "Hey, can me and my sister do this?" And I was like, "Wait, are you involving me? Seriously? Who has said anything about me going?" Of course my family said yes. My sister took me by the arm, and I was like, "Hey, no, wait!" And she grabbed that foam blue thing. I don't even know what that is. And then we were going up. So, of course, all water slides are pretty tall. Real water slides, not little kiddie water slides for little kids. Because I'm not that much of a kid. I'll be a teenager in a few months, which is in January. Hashtag January 17th. That's my life. So then, okay, I can't even talk. My sister grabbed me. Obviously, like I already said, we were going up the stairs. Yeah, it's better than going up a like 15-foot tall ladder. Pfft, obviously. What time is it? I'm just checking. Oh my god, I have a lot of notifications. 5:54. My thing's at 48%. Hallelujah. Now, my life ended at the moment. We were only like 5 stairs up, and I was already screaming my head off. And when I turned around, there were people behind us looking creepily. Nah, they probably think I'm the creepy one. And that means I couldn't turn back. I didn't even care about their expressions. All I cared was getting the heck out of there. Because between you and me, I never really liked stairs. I'm always afraid I fall off things. That's exactly why of my fear of heights. I'm not even going to explain about going in an airplane because it's weird because I'm not even afraid of going in an airplane. This is just like Beyblade Burst, an anime I still watch today. It's on Netflix. It's just like Beyblade Burst when Wakia is like scared of heights, but he doesn't mind going in a private jet. Me and him have so much in common, except Wakia is more meaner than me at times. I actually like that anime. Don't check it out because if you guys watch it and hate it, then don't blame me. Anyways, back to the subject. So obviously when we were going up the stairs, I was still scared. I was actually trying to hug my sister. My hug's like, you want me to push you down the stairs? Just kidding. She's not like that. Because I know she wouldn't, because then it'd just be like dominoes. If I fall, all the people behind me fall. And there was like over 10 people behind me. So I was like, blah, blah, blah. When we were halfway there, I was actually looking down, which is the opposite of what we're supposed to do. And yeah. And so I died. Not literally, I died in my head. Like inside of me. Like just inside of me stopped. I was like, my mouth was about to scream until my sister covered my mouth like, don't scream unless you want everybody to die out here. I talk about dying a lot. I don't even know. So, when we were finally up there, I looked down again and I just fell. I like tripped over the water because this is a water park and I just fell straight on my butt. Like, and like the lifeguard or something just looked at me like, are you okay, ma'am? And I was like this, do I look okay to you? No, I didn't back talk to the lifeguard like that. I just got up, I like pretended to dust myself off and said this, yeah, I'm totally fine, let's just get this over with. And yeah, that was just the best thing ever. But then the rest turned out okay. My sister kept on wanting to do it again, and then I was like this, no, okay. For some reason, I wanted to do it again. Oh, let me actually do one more scene. This was at camp. So, I made a new friend named Kylie. Yes, I went to Bible camp. It was at a church. So, of course, my friend Kylie, there was like this big slide. It wasn't a water slide. There was just this big slide, but we had to actually climb stairs in order to do it. I hated it. Like, the stairs were actually so unstable. That place is probably over 20 years old. And it was entirely made of wood. I was like so scared. When we were getting up, we had to go on a bag. It's not like a plastic bag. We had to go on like a sack. Yeah, a sack. You know, like that sack race? It's like the sacks from a sack race. We could sit inside of it or sit on top of it. I would usually sit on top of things, but this time I actually wanted to sit inside of it. But first, it was something to go with, okay, I can't even talk. But this is about the height thing. So, of course, when we were going, I was, like, just grabbing onto the railings, and my knees were, like, bent. Because I was pretty much taller, so I could, like, just tip over and fall and probably break a leg. Break a leg. Get it? And Emery was right behind me. She was like this, girl, hurry up! She's another one of my friends. Same with Grace. Grace is known her longer than me, though, because I don't go to church that much, which makes me not really a Christian, if you know what I mean. I believe in God and Jesus. I just don't really go to church. I'd rather stay home and nap. But that's not what we're talking about. And so then, I was like just running. I was actually running up the stairs. I actually tripped and fell down the stairs before. That's how clumsy I am. 100% clumsiness confirmed. And finally, when we were there, I'll tell you how it went when we went down. So the first time I went down, it actually hurt my butt. No, literally. This will be the most embarrassing moment I'll ever say. No, there were like a lot of people behind me, and they were like watching me go down the slide. So when we were like going down the slide, my bottom was just hanging out of the bag. It was skidding across the slide, and it was just making a squeaking noise. And it left a huge scab on it. It was actually below it. Thank God for that. And then my best opportunity was for it to heal. That was actually a few months ago. It wasn't actually that long ago. And then that was my life. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.